On tonight's show, we've got star bomber David Zaharakis live in the studio and Zach Toohey from the Cats ahead of this week's big clash at the G. Croft Talk goes international with Shane Crawford on the streets of Tokyo, Japan. Plus, another instalment in the Fev v Lloydie rivalry. It's more than a game, it's the Footy Show.
My name is Limo, and joining me tonight, Fox Footy's Nerily Meadows, Carlton superstar Brendan from Bowler, and fresh from winning the Japan Open, Dylan Alcott.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's really good to be back. I missed you last week.
Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, mate. Was lucky enough to win the Japan Open there. I look pretty happy in that photo.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's one of the bigger tournaments on the wheelchair tennis tour. So,
did you fill the cup up?
With sake,
sake.
baby. 100%. No, but I had a great time over there.
Was there a Mad Monday afterwards? Did you?
I'm still on it right now.
Oh, right.
So if I stuff it up, my bad.
It should be fun. Now, I'm also excited because let's have a look at the ladder, shall we? After 6 rounds and Fremantle second right now. I'm a bit excited. Geelong have completed the quickest rebuild of all time at 5-1 and going beautifully. And the other lovely thing for the other people on this panel to the right of me is that Carlton aren't on the bottom.
Yeah, baby. The lid is off.
Yes, officially off.
It is. A look at that. 4th from the bottom. That's exciting.
Yeah, Lygon Street's going off.
Yeah. I tell you what, I nearly had a heart attack last
Well, you
week.
should have.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you what, Hawthorn were terrible in the first half, but came back beautifully. But at the end of that game, that last kick came back inside Carlton's inside 50. The siren goes now. You ready? Oh, there it is.
So
saved by the bell.
thought-
That must have hurt.
Yeah, 100%. I thought we had a chance of winning that game. Actually, we got some...
40 points up.
Yeah, exactly. we got some secret security footage of someone actually blowing the siren. I'm a bit sus on it. I thought we actually could have got the game as the ball was coming in here. The siren goes now, and there's Creepy Limo doing the dodgy and paying off the bloke.
$50. It was actually 100 now that that's gone to air. That's officially tax deductible. So, I'm quite excited about that. And we did mention Japan Open. Of course, Croft was in Japan as well. And Croft Talk from Japan, we'll be seeing that a little bit later in the show as well. But why don't we meet our first guests?
They'll face each other in this weekend's country game, but tonight they're side by side in the studio. David Zaharakis, an Essendon fan from a young age, was drafted to the club in 2008.
Zaharakis, they needed a hero, they found one.
He's chalked up nearly 200 games for the Bombers, claiming a best and fairest, an Anzac Day medal, and that unforgettable match-winning goal.
To Zaharakis! Zaharakis has kicked a goal! The Bombers are in front of the G!
This weekend, he takes on Geelong's Zach Toohey. Since growing up in Ireland playing Gaelic football, Toohey made the switch to our great game, spending 7 years at the Blues before becoming one of the Cats' gun defenders.
He's done it! The Cats have won it!
G'day, guys.
How are we going?
Welcome. Now, you two have something in common, as we saw in the highlights package just there. You are both very well known for late match winners. Zach, if we can go to you first, against Melbourne last year, you kicked a goal after the siren. How many times have you watched that back?
I did. This is embarrassing. I hate when people bring it up. Yeah, I've given it a few watches, if I'm honest.
Right. Do you mention it to the boys? Do you bring it up in case they ever forget it?
Well, again, I just want to move on, you know. I wouldn't bank on it ever happening again, but it was pretty cool.
And Zachy, yours was your 4th game back in 2009.
Yes, first goal too.
Yeah. Are you happy for people to bring it up?
I mean, it sort of gets a little bit over the 10 years. Every Anzac Day it gets brought up. So you appreciate that the fans love it, but it gets a little bit because you have done other things in your career besides one goal. Yeah.
You have actually won an Anzac Day medal.
No one brings up that. So yeah, it's awesome.
Now, I wanted to ask you, Zach, the forward line has come out and said that they're known as the Wolfpack, their WhatsApp group. Does kicking a goal after the siren, is that enough to get you into the Wolfpack?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Quite happy that I'm back. But they have been pretty good this year, our forward line, at keeping it in there. So I'm happy for them to call themselves whatever they want as long as they keep performing.
Do the Irishmen of the AFL have their own WhatsApp group? Because I reckon that'd be fairly entertaining.
Yeah, there is. The younger boys have kicked me out now, so I'm kind of... There's a good crop of Irish guys who are all in their early 20s, so I don't tend to hear a whole lot of what happens.
Why have you been kicked out?
Too cool.
I reckon you sound too Australian these days. You don't sound the accent is as thick as it was.
Yeah, I've said this. I can't listen to myself talking because I do have a weird blend of both of them. And I get called on it every time I go home, but yeah, it's hard to listen to.
And you boys are playing each other actually this week. Zaka, It's the country game. Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, it's another one of Sheeds' brainchild. He comes up with big games at the Essendon Footy Club, and it's just to celebrate the farmers around the country. And obviously there'll be a festival there around the MCG before the game, and everyone get down there and get to the live event.
We've got some vision here. This is Gary Rowan.
Yep.
Carrying a lamb. And why is Zach Merritt carrying a cat?
Now, I wouldn't have a clue.
That's not country.
I would not have a clue what's going on there. I mean, a cat is obviously a domestic animal. It's not a farm animal.
We
I don't know what's going on.
We did go back to the song, and I'm pretty sure Old MacDonald did not have a cat.
Now, the Cats on top of the ladder. We're all surprised by how quick the rebuild has been. Are you a little bit surprised that you're going so well?
Not really. I wasn't aware we had a rebuild, so we've but we've still got a really talented core group at the top end, and you always hope the younger guys can perform, and we've seen signs over the last year or two to suggest they'll be really good players. And yeah, I maybe didn't expect them to perform so consistently, but I'm not really surprised.
Now, Zaka, we've dug up a photo of you back in the late 90s with your hero, Matty Lloyd, standing there at obviously a family day, and you're just chuffed. Lloydie's given nothing. But we thought we'd get a nice photo, and this is you guys earlier.
Did you have to pay him for that photo?
Well, Lloydie wanted the photo with me.
What number did you have on the back of your jumper? Was it Lloydie's number?
Yeah, I had 18 growing up. So no, it was actually a good story that I was in the back of the line, and like we get sometimes, the media guys come out and say, you've got a meeting to go to, and you might not have a meeting, but that time, that happened with Lloydie.
Have you straightened your car on the way?
Yeah. So that happened with Lloydie, and I was about 10 people deep, and Lloydie said, I'm going to get through everyone, and that I was the last person in line. So it was a good one.
Now, Zaka, Essendon struggled for the first 2 weeks this year, but then really turned it around, and you've been super since then. And people have tried to put their finger on what the difference is. We think we may have identified it here at the Footy Show. After you beat North at Marvel, the Essendon fans came together like never before, singing in unison here, Red Hot Chili Peppers song. But who's leading the chorus? Who's leading the Essendon fans? Let's zoom in. It's Darth Vader. And we thought, could it possibly be a Darth Vader-led recovery down at the Bombers? Well, we carried out some further research, and we looked in the coach's box last week, and you won't believe it. Who's up there? Yeah. The whiteboard. And again on the ground. Just we're amazed that no one saw it. You wouldn't want to get a bake from Darth Vader. I mean, the Dark Lord's got quite the temper. What has accounted for the turnaround, though?
I think we can scrap round 1 and 2. I don't know. I mean, definitely round 1. We obviously didn't play or perform the way we wanted to. That was kind of just hit you in the face round 1. No one expected to perform like that. And I think since then, even the St Kilda game, they're playing some good footy, and we showed good signs there. And then all of a sudden it turned around. Our last month has been very good, and we had 3 big wins and just missed out Anzac Day. And I think starts of our games are crucial. In those 3 wins, we had really good first quarters, and on the weekend, Collingwood got the jump on us, and we were just clawing back the whole day, and we couldn't quite hit the lead. And I think when you're doing that against sides, you give them a 4-goal head start in the first quarter, you struggle. So not that we can't come back, because we showed that we did, but I think our first quarter, our fast starts can really go a long way to win.
You go into the season and you're all up and about, you're touted to be top 4, you lose the first 2 games. Does Woosha change anything, or you just kept to the same process as you did pre-season? Because obviously something has changed.
Yeah, I think, well, all you media guys touted us as top 4, and, and everyone said we're going to win the flag or top 4, and we don't create that hype ourselves as players, but obviously we do have a lot of talent down there, and we sort of backed that in. We didn't change anything. The problem was we were peaking on Wednesdays. Our training was great, and
you're going to peak on Saturday nights, mate.
Our training on Wednesdays were great, and we'll go into games confident, but then we weren't performing.
So Saturdays was recovery.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's on a Wednesday.
All of a sudden we turn it around, and now we're performing on the weekend. So that's what's changed.
Now, Zach, and no doubt about it, one of the star recruits has been Dylan Shield. A bit of a knock on his kicking efficiency, but he's been brilliant all season long. I'm really interested to hear what you have to say about this, though, because this was Dylan Shield on radio this morning, asked about Essendon's chances this year.
Contending's an interesting word. I wouldn't say like contending in terms of the next 12 months or so on, but we have the ability to potentially get up the ladder in the next few years, and there's a lot of work to be done.
There's a little bit of a shake of the head there.
He's not peaking.
You disagree with that sentiment?
Well, Dill's 26, I think, and I'm 29, so I want to win now, but he thinks he's still got a couple more years, but I'm at the win now phase, Dill, so get your act together.
I also reckon I'm the Dylan with a better kick.
Now, Zach, speaking of good kicks, your debut, I wanted to ask a little bit of clarification because I did some research, asked the boys, some of your former teammates, some of your current teammates, and they say that your first game for Carlton came about because Eddie Bett said, mate, I'll look after you, I'll train really badly today to make you look good so you get picked, and he takes all the credit for your debut.
Nah, that's a joke. What actually happened was I would go to Eddie and Jeffy Garrett at the time, pretty handy pocket forwards, and play on him at every training session and be convinced that, if I could get on top, I'd get a game. And as far as I recall, I smoked him in the rest of the game. It's probably not exactly what happened, but that's how I'm choosing to remember it.
So go on, say to Eddie right now, what...
Well, he knows I beat him. Eddie, you've had a good career. I've done some things, so we're both going all right.
I don't believe that, Zach. I remember a young Zach Tui, when I was there, came down to train. Stephen Nick had got you over, and we played a handball game.
Yeah, we did. So we played. I came out for a month's trial, the year before you left the club. And
Well said, mate. Well said.
We did a handball drill. It was kind of two teams going against each other, and I was in your team. And at this stage, knowing I was coming to Carlton, I looked at the highlights, and of course they're only Favola highlights. So this was going to be great to get to meet him. And anyway, our team won the handball drill, and you turned to them and said, "We even have the shit Irishman on our team." not a great introduction to my hero.
Hey, Zach, I'm a massive Carlton fan. Why did you leave us? Why did you go down as long?
It's the nature of the beast, I guess. Truthfully, I wasn't sure I was going to have as long a career at Carlton as I could have had elsewhere, and given my age as well, I kind of felt I needed to. It had to be now for me to have some success. And
you called the deal insulting at the time.
Yeah, did I?
They didn't give you enough cash, what you deserved. That's fair enough. And you went somewhere else. You got to look after yourself.
No, that wasn't actually the feature of the contract that I wasn't happy with. But look, it's the nature of the beast. They made decisions, and I really reckon they're on.
You made a great decision.
Well, they're on the right track, and they will beat more teams than people are expecting this year. I can almost guarantee it.
I do want to take a moment, though, to show your first ever moment in an AFL game. This is your debut and the first touch in an AFL game.
I'm truly aware of that. It's it wide. It's the first kick for Zach Tui. If he has a kick, he had a bounce. The Irishman. First touch. And he might call the turnover goal. No, he won't. Or will.
What are you doing?
I think, Zach, it was at that moment that Carlton fans went, oh, he'll fit right in.
The bounce wasn't great, but I did perfectly execute a tackle on a player who didn't have the ball.
A brilliant debut. All right, these guys are sticking around. Coming up, Zach, is animal activism. We cross to Port Adelaide's hotel to chat with Sam Pepper and milestone man Travis Boak. We meet the man behind some of the AFL's freshest haircuts, plus Croft talk in Japan. We'll be back right after the break.
So Dimmer Gastro went through the club this week.
Yeah, well, it did. It caught us off guard.
Hey, Bucks, is everyone just sharing one toilet at the club at the moment?
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone talks about when it's your turn, you got to go.
When do you reckon you ate that dodgy oyster, Ken?
This morning, 11 o'clock.
You're not going to vomit right now, are you, Hey Brad, what are your thoughts on choosing rabbit terrain for a function?
Yeah, I think it's always dangerous.
Fags, is it true the whole forward line had diarrhea on Wednesday?
I don't know. They're running pretty well by the end of the week.
How have your bowel movements been this week, Dimmer?
Relentless. Relentless.
How many poos have you done today, Gilbert?
4.
Bucks, just quickly, back onto the pooing one more time.
One of those.
We don't need to talk about it anymore.
Reg Tui, so recently father of 2. He's a Liverpool supporter, but don't hold that against him. He hosts the Geelong Cats podcast, so he likes to think of himself as a bit of a Joe Rogan type. He speaks really well behind the microphone though, but he does have his own podcast as well. We've got 3 Irishmen at the club and he probably speaks the best out of all 3. So, good bloke. Goes right as a footballer too.
You do have your own podcast.
Yep.
I've seen a little advanced clip from the podcast, and hilariously, you say in the podcast that your beard is not red. What is the colour of your beard?
Well, it's Moroccan sunset. I mean, I guess if the light hits it at a funny angle, you might think it's red, but it's actually Moroccan.
It's Moroccan. So if I went to Dulux Paints and looked at a colour code, Moroccan sunset would be an option?
My beard's on their swabs, yeah.
Also, Zach, he calls you Reg Tui in that package. What's with the Reg?
Right. So we were in New Zealand, and I had a beard like what I had now, and I just shaved it that day for the first time in a year, and just had the moustache. And I was having a sook that I've never had a nickname in my life. That's always just been Tui or Zach or whatever. And Sam Doherty had a few Reds, and he started shouting across the table, "Reg, Reg." And he reckons I look like some Reg Catamol character from Harry Potter.
You've actually got an image right here. This is what Reg. There he is. He looks like your dad.
Which is disappointing because I've always seen myself as more of a Tom Hardy or a Hugh Jackman, but apparently not.
Now, boys, some big news coming out today that Jack Stephen from St Kilda will be taking a bit of an indefinite break to focus on his mental health and well-being. It's become such a massive issue in the game. How does it impact you as players, and how do you feel about it, and I guess with Jack missing some footy?
Yeah, I think you've obviously got to take the human element into it. We're footballers, professional footballers, but we are humans also. And I think a lot of people in society these days, I've got a personal account of my own that somebody in my family suffers from mental health. And it's something that it's going to be there always in society. And footballers aren't immune from that. And it's great that if you take leave from the game and get yourself right. And because obviously the scrutiny in the AFL, you open up so many things these days with social media and anyone can say anything to you. And if you're having a bad day and a down day and then all of a sudden you cop that, it feels like your world is crashing down on you around you. And obviously, hopefully for him that he can get time away and recoup and then come back a better person, better player.
Well said, mate.
And you quit Twitter, didn't you?
Sorry about that.
You ended up quitting Twitter because you were sick of it.
Yeah, I was sick of the social media ride that you go on with Twitter and how anyone can just say anything to. So, I quit it about 8 weeks ago now. Or I think it was post round 1, I think I quit it. And obviously a bad one there, but I was just sick of it. You go on there and you're just copping things from anyone because anyone can say anything. And I haven't had it for now 7 or 8 weeks now, and I don't even want it now. I don't even look at my phone to think I'll go on Twitter and that.
Well played. That is excellent work. Now, I know that you are a big supporter of a place called Edgar's Mission. My wife and I are big supporters as well, where they rescue animals of all types.
Yep.
What is it about Edgar's Mission that's drawn you to them and to be a supporter of them?
Yeah, well, growing up, my older sister used to do animal rescue, and I'd come home every day, and in my bathroom there'd be either a parrot or a bird on the side of the road or a little possum or something that would be stuck there for then the proper rescuers would come take them. So I've always had that kind of element in my life, and obviously Edgar's Mission, do such wonderful things for rescued animals or animals that are found in ditches on the side of the road or in drains in parts of the country or that kind of thing. And they just take them, rescue, rehab them, and then they've got a lot of disabled animals too. So a lot of animals with prosthetic legs or wheels on the back and all that kind of thing. So it's amazing that there's a place like that exists. And like yourself, we love places like that and
absolutely.
Give back to them.
And you can go and visit them there as well. It's an amazing experience.
Yes, you can.
Well, you've gone to plenty of other countries, travelled a lot, and a lot of that is about wildlife. And you were in Africa recently, were you? And you sent us some footage of being surrounded by elephants in your accommodation. It's not bad accommodation, this.
Yeah, I was trying to put on my David Attenborough voice here, but
same. Go on, give it a crack.
I look like a peanut there, but so
elephants like peanuts. Stay away.
Be careful.
So it's pretty amazing. So I've got some friends that have a house in the Kruger National Park, so in the wild in Africa they live. And first day I was there last year, just towards sunset there, all of a sudden we saw one elephant in the distance, and within about 10 minutes later there's about 50 elephants surrounding the house. It was a massive herd, and we couldn't leave. But it's off our back deck, so there's no one else around. It's just us three in the house, and you can pretty much just almost put your head out and touch them. And they surrounded us for about half an hour. It's an experience I'll never forget, and they sort of just carried on and moved on. But they were 2 metres away from us.
Were you worried for a moment that they might never leave and you might be just trapped in there and become perhaps a tasty elephant snack at some point?
Well, there was one walking toward. There was a big male. The males in that group are bad, as we spoke about.
The males are no good.
The males are no good. No. Yeah. If they're adolescent males, they're no good.
We won't go into it because
they come at you, kind of thing. So there's one that sort of stepped towards the deck, and in one of the videos there, you can't hear it, but Phil, in his famous voice, sort of speaks at him and tries to push him away, and the elephant sort of shakes its head and then eventually turns around and walks away. So it's pretty special.
Well, boys, stick with us, but we're actually going to go out to Port Adelaide's hotel room now because they're taking on Collingwood tomorrow night at Marvel Stadium, and it's going to be Travis Boak's milestone match. Brownie has made his way out there. Brownie, who have you got for us?
Well, thanks, Nez. Very fortunate to be inside the Port Adelaide. It's a dinner in here tonight. Pre-game, I've got two superstars with me, Travis Boak and also Sam Powell-Pepper. Boakey, mate, thanks for joining us on the Footy Show. You are flying at the moment. Port Adelaide and you yourself.
I appreciate it, mate. No, it's been quite enjoyable. I think the start to the year, the footy we're playing, the changes we've made to the club, it's been quite enjoyable. So, yeah, it's been good to be a part of it. And the young boys have brought so much energy to the group, and I think the older boys have just followed on from that.
And mate, your body, you feel like, you look like you're running so well at the moment. I reckon 6 games, you've had Brownlow votes in possibly 5 of them so far.
I don't know about that, but no, look, the body's feeling great for a 30-year-old, so it's tracking along all right. But I think, having the footy that we're playing and, enjoying that makes it so much easier to rock up on game day and play your role.
And Sam, you live with a great man here. Welcome to the Footy Show as well. You're going well yourself.
Yeah, as you said, I'm housemates with Trav. Got good start to the year. Been pretty exciting with all the young talent coming in, and obviously Boakey's in some good form as well. So, it's been a good year so far.
Now, I hear you two are inseparable. You live together. You're 9 years apart. Would you be flat if he didn't take you to the Brownlow this year?
Yeah, I'd be pretty flat. I'd be pretty flat if I didn't get an invite. But we're pretty close. We're like brothers now, so he's taken me under his wing and he's taking care of me, so yeah, it's been good.
Now, I have been told by Nerily Meadows, who's interviewed you two guys before, when there's a bit of a scuffle, you are the first one to get over near him to protect him.
Yeah, I'm always there sticking up for him and helping him out because he's kind of like a little brother, so got to help him out.
Does that make you feel a bit taller, walk a bit taller when you know you've got this man over your shoulder?
Yeah, it certainly does, because I can't fight. And we're actually in a little scuffle on the weekend. I saw his orange boots come over and I thought, here we go. He's got my back, so he'll take care of it now. I'll just run off.
Who were you scuffling on the weekend?
I think it was Turner from the Kangas. So, yeah.
So you picked the little fella?
Picked the little fella and I still got done. So Pep come over and sorted it out for me.
Mate, there's been a few changes at Port Adelaide this year. Brad Ebert going forward's been a masterstroke. I don't think anybody saw that coming, leading your goal kicking at the moment.
Yeah, look, he's been outstanding. Obviously, he's played a lot of, the midfield for us over the last few years, and outstanding runner, outstanding preparer for a game, and he's fitted into that role really well, and a great marking player. So that's why we put him down there and can finish, and we've seen that already, and hopefully continues that work.
I want to ask you boys, I don't know what you got in the water over there or what happened to Kane Corns as a child, but what's wrong with him?
He's a grumpy old man. I think he's already turned into a grumpy old man. But yeah, look, He's rubbed a few people up the wrong way in Adelaide, but and the footy circle, to be honest. But no, we bump into him down at Organic every now and then in Glenelg there. So yeah, I'll keep it on the good side, I reckon.
And what are your thoughts on Kane Corns?
I don't know. I don't know him too well, but I always see him running alongside the road, give him a little beep whenever I see him. So.
Top off too, all the time.
Tops off?
Even in winter. Tops always off.
So what other players have we got in here? Who should we be talking to? The back line's flying at the moment. Your young players are flying at the moment as well.
Well, it's funny, we got the backs are in separate. They're basically all on the same table here eating together. And if you ask them, they know that they're in pretty good form.
So this is the men's department, the back line?
So the men's department, led by Doug here, if we want to have a chat with Doug.
Doug, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, Brownie. Yourself?
Yeah, very, very good. Who are you lining up on tomorrow night?
I'll wait and see. We'll see who's down there first. And, yeah, I assume one of the big boys that are down there.
Don't you love it when someone comes in, interrupts your food that you're eating and asks you a silly question?
Yeah, it's not great, but just trying to enjoy my lasagna, but oh well.
It's like a good lasagna. You put the carrots off to the side. You don't like the carrots?
A bit of sweet potato, but
Well, they look like carrots to me. Oh, good luck tomorrow night, mate. Mason Cox not out there, is that? Well,
yeah, no, it's good that he's not going to be out there. He's a big boy, tough to play on.
All right, who else we got, Bokey? Who else? Some of these young players over here.
We've got one of the three young kids just here, Zach Butters. Butts, you want to have a chat with Brownie, mate?
Zach, how are you, mate? Is part of this trio of young players that come into Port Adelaide. You're starring at the moment. Get rid of that food off your face as well there, mate. How are you?
Good yourself, mate.
Yeah, not bad. A massive occasion tomorrow night. Friday night footy up against the Pies. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I'll just play my role and do my bit for the team.
That's a pretty boring answer.
Big occasion and, yeah, looking forward to it.
You haven't been water skiing with Ollie Wines over there in the off-season, have you?
No, I haven't, but I'd love to.
How was the water skiing? How did that go down with the footy club, Op?
The footy club was really good about it,
Yeah.
No, we love our water skiing and golf and everything here, so they didn't have too many issues.
And again, you're former teammates with Kane Corns. How are you feeling about Kane at the moment?
Oh, fine. Yeah, no hard feelings.
And Brad, leading the goal kicking at the moment, mate, absolutely flying. A new role for you?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, just changed it up this year. Bass sort of wanted a bit of a fresh look up forward, so yeah, been loving it.
Very nice, very nice. Good luck tomorrow night, boys. Hope it goes well. Well, this is the Port Adelaide Inner Sanctum in here. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll say goodbye to Travis Boak as well as I move past the camera. Thanks very much, Boakey. Good luck tomorrow night, mate.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me.
And Sam Pepper, what a man mountain this one is. Anytime you get into a fight, you need this man right next to you.
Wonderful access the night before a game. To get away with the team, I mean, you don't have to travel quite as much as the interstate teams, but is it nice to have that bonding experience and get a little bit closer with your teammates?
It's good, but just on that interview went way too long for Brownie there. He was just roaming around, wasn't he, just doing that. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously, yeah, it's great to get away with the boys. We only do it probably 5 or 6 times a year, and it's always good. A few of the younger boys just get up and play PlayStation, and you don't see them pretty much the whole trip until the bus to the game. That's when you see them next, as soon as we get off the bus from the airport to then. So
good bonding.
Good bonding.
All right, well, as we head to the break, we at the Footy Show would like to pay tribute to commentator Mike Williamson, who died today. The voice behind so many iconic footy moments, he will be missed. Here's Mike being featured on the Footy Show last year.
Mackay to the wing position on the member stand side. Oh, you're guilty!
In my opinion, this is the most iconic call and maybe the most iconic moment in Australian rules football history. Graham Jerker Jenkins, who provided the platform, Michael Williamson, who provided the words, and Alex Jezelenko, who provided the action. Have you got one in you? What did you say when he jumped on top of Jerker's head? Jezelenko, you beauty! It's gone into the lexicon of Australian sport. Every time there's a great mark taken in our game today, they always refer back to Jezelenko, you beauty.
Yeah, they do too.
Is that your greatest memory of football, Michael? That call?
Yeah.
Yep.
That and St Kilda's premiership, 66.
Do you think, just for old time's sake, we could reenact the scene one more time?
Yeah, let's do it again.
And when I give you the ball, Mick, this is your cue. Here we go.
Jezelenko, you beauty!
Oh, it's gold.
Zaka and Zach, you're both very good-looking gentlemen, I must say. Well-groomed, take care of yourself. Zach, I'm going to start with you. Mate, you've always had the buzz cut. This is a photo of you from 2008, and you look the same. Have you ever mixed it up? Have you ever done anything different?
I've shaved my head since year 12, so 2008.
Would you grow it out?
Nah, it goes a bit all over the place, yeah. It's very thick and there's a cowlick and...
Nice.
yeah.
And Zach, speaking of crap hair, this is a photo of you in 2010. What is that?
That's humble.
Walk us through that number.
Liam Gallagher?
In 2007 in Ireland, everyone was doing that.
Well, while we're on haircuts, let's now meet a barber called Iran Pereira. For years, he's been trimming the locks of dozens of AFL stars. So Fev popped along to his barber shop with Collingwood's Adam Treloar, Hawthorn's Luke Breust and James Sicily to see what all the fuss is about.
I'm sitting here in Iran's little garage, the barber to the stars, as he sits there with Lukey Bruce. Must be a prime-time game this week, so he's getting a little trim up. We've got James Sicily and obviously Collingwood superstar Adam Treloar. Whose hair have you cut, mate?
The biggest one I cut was Kobe.
Kobe Bryant when he came out?
Yeah. Then I did Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt?
Yep.
Why have you got gloves on? Have you got mitts?
Not really, it's a hygiene thing. And I got hair splinters.
Splinters?
Yeah.
Do you believe,
shit.
do you believe in the fair?
That's a barber thing.
Now the pies are humming, mate. Can you make it again? Can you get up there?
To the grand final? Or?
I reckon premiership favourites. I've locked
Thanks,
you in.
mate, appreciate that.
And I hate Collingwood.
Definitely, I know you do.
I hate Collingwood.
If it helps, I hate Carlton, but...
So, boys, who's got the worst haircut at the footy club?
At the Pies, the worst hairdo is Chris Mayne, by far.
Chris Mayne. Beautiful. It's like Krusty the Clown. Yeah. Who's the worst? Other than yours at the minute.
Yeah, mine gets pretty hot.
What are you going with there?
This is just straight from the golf course, took my hat off.
You should have seen my helmet when I first got to Hawthorn. Go back to my first year photo.
We'll get that.
It was pretty bad.
Now, do you have any boys before the game?
Do their hair?
Do their hair?
Yeah, no. Jaden Stevenson.
100%?
100%. Brad Maynard. The guys that have long hair, yeah, like Brody Grundy,
yeah.
Tommy Langdon, Darcy Moore with the... Who was the white chick from Bend It Like Beckham? Kieran Ollie.
That's pretty good. Iran, thank you for taking us into your little humble garage here. You've got a great little setup. Maybe I might pop in next time and get what? Can you get rid of greys?
Easy. Just shave it off.
That's pretty cool. Why don't you get your hair cut?
My wife owns a salon, runway room, so I get my hair cut done there.
Whipped, but nice plug.
Yeah. Runway room, Limo, over to you.
Right, nice. Thank you, Fev. Now, those players look very, very good, but can you judge a fan by the way they look? So we're going to play Find Your Fan here. We've lined up 4 AFL fans. We don't know who they barrack for, but in no particular order they barrack for Essendon, Geelong, Melbourne and Collingwood. These 4 fans. We're going to get Zaka and Zach to ask them a question each, and then we want you both to guess who these people barrack for, OK?
Yep.
Happy with that? All right, Zaka, question number 1, and all 4 will answer this question.
What is your dream holiday destination?
Thailand. Where was that?
Thailand.
Thailand?
England.
Yes.
Anywhere hot.
Right, number 4?
Mount Paula during the footy season sometimes.
That's an old one, right?
That's going to be arrested. Anyone want to guess that one now? Before you do. All right, Zach, your question?
Yep. When have you last been to the dentist?
Number 1.
Oh, 50 years ago.
Right. Number 2.
I don't know. Last time a Collingwood supporter went to the dentist.
OK, number 3.
A couple of years.
Couple of years. Number 4.
I bet November.
No, very right. He keeps a strict diary. That one. Can I ask number 4? What's your favourite type of cheese?
Brie.
Right. Number 1. What's your favourite type of cheese?
Coon.
OK. Right. There we go. And number 2. How much did you pay for your haircut?
My girlfriend does it.
Oh, okay, very good. All right, Zaka, let's kick it off. Number 1, who does he barrack for?
Yep.
Chuck it up, stick it up there.
Stick it up there.
Stick it up there. All right. There we go. Collingwood, what do you reckon?
Let's go Essendon then.
Go Essendon there. All right, stay there, Zach. Number 2, who do you reckon?
Claremont.
Oh, he's going...
Claremont.
Geelong, all right. Zach. He's going okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Confused you.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, wrong one. There we go. Stick it there. Okay. I'll let you do number 4. Who does he barrack for?
Who have I got left?
Oh, no. David. You're going Collingwood there? You sure?
Yep.
Okay. Where do you want to put that Melbourne one, Zaka?
Oh.
Yeah, go on. Put it there.
Yeah,
we know we're pretty confident on that one. Righto.
Sorry, I'm still...
Choose your final one.
What have I got left?
Oh, you're going to have to do those 2.
No.
Put them there.
He does papers.
I need a Geelong one.
All right, and hang on. There we go.
Going well, boys.
All right, there we go. They both agreed on the last one. Some differences here. Okay, let's find out. Number 1, reveal yourself. Come around. Who do we think he barracks for? Surprise. All right, that's 1 for you, Zach. Number 2, come around. Who does he barrack? Yes! That's number 2 there. Number 3, come around. Who have we got here? Number 4, come around.
Grenadines.
4-0. There we go. Thank you very much, Zaka and Zach. Thank you very much for joining us. You're playing each other this weekend. All the best. Well done here. Everyone knows who you two are, though. All the best this weekend, and thanks for coming on the Footy Show.
Thank you.
Next to preview round 7 plus Paul Shaw from the streets of Tokyo.
Oh, welcome to Tokyo. Hello, excuse me. Hello, how are you? Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello. We're from Australian TV. Australian TV. This is an Aussie rules football. Not having much luck in mine. Which team do you think you would like to barrack for? The Hawks. Well, that's my team. Yeah, that's my team. Yes. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey, no, have another try. One more. That was off your knee. I'll show you. That was off your knee. Yes, like this. I'm going like this. Like this. I'm here with Michito Sakaki. I got that right?
Yes.
Who's a football legend?
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
Now, you've actually been to Australia and you tried out with Essendon. You had a run around?
Yeah, 2005 to 6, just a pre-season camp.
So what type of player are you? Are you playing the midfield or a forward?
Rover.
I used to be a rover as well. I won a medal called, I don't know if you heard of it, it's called a Brownlow medal. You heard of that?
Yeah.
I got one of those.
Yeah.
Hello, Australian TV. Oh, yes. Aussie rules football. I'm having trouble communicating with people. People are so friendly.
Yeah.
However, I'm not having much of a conversation. So I need you to be my interpreter. Can you tell them that I'm very, very famous?
Yeah, I told them. シェーンさんはすごくオーストラリアで有名なスーパースターです。さっきもちょっとサイン。
Aussie rules champion.
Aussie rules champion.
What are some of the football teams?
Name?
Yes, the names.
Yeah, Tokyo Goannas.
Tokyo Goannas.
Bay Suns.
Tokyo Bay Suns.
And Eastern Hawks.
The Eastern Hawks. Yes, the Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Matthew Lloyd.
Yes.
Did he include you?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
He actually reached out to you and said, come and join with me.
Yeah. He's a very kind person.
No, this is not the Matthew Lloyd we know. Surely not. Is that right?
He's very kind. Yeah.
Oh, yeah! No, kick, but there. Kick. Oh. And what happens when you kick the ball through the big sticks? Yeah! I thought you were going to go, that's a goal.
Oh, sorry.
Now, did you remember him?
I
do remember him. He went and got my lunch a couple of times. He was my silver step ladder once or twice. Good fella. But just wasn't quite good enough.
What's his name?
Mistletoe or something. Mistletoe.
The very humble Matthew Lloyd and Nathan Brown join us to preview round 7. Let's start with tomorrow night. Collingwood up against Port Adelaide at Marvel Stadium, not the MCG this one. Jamie Elliott and Ben Reid return for the Pies. Mason Cox out with injury. Travis Varco dropped and Robbie Gray, of course, out for the Power.
Yeah, Robbie Gray being out is a big loss. So too Mason Cox for the Pies. This is a massive challenge for Port Adelaide. I think, Lordo, they've got just about the most unsung backline in the competition at the moment. You've got Cleary, Howard and Houston with no Cox. It's a massive opportunity.
He doesn't want that sentence to be repeated. We met with him during the chat earlier.
There'll be 44 on the ground.
There'll be 6 of them in the back line.
44 total.
Don't tell Nathan Brown he's not a newsbreaker.
The massive battle is in the middle. If Port Adelaide can hold Collingwood's midfield, Lysett up against Grundy, I think it's a massive opportunity for Port to show their credentials and possibly beat Collingwood.
It was hard to take you seriously after that start. All right,
Houston, we have a problem.
Melbourne and the Hawks, and Shawnee Burgoyne back for the Hawks, which all Hawks fans are pumped about.
Melbourne 18th, Hawthorn 11th. We never would have thought that would be the case at the start of the year. But I want to go back to round 2, and Simon Goodwin said this before the round 2 clash with the Bombers.
As a coach and as a club, there are no more excuses for us as a club. Start judging us on our performances and not on our pre-season. We're ready to go. We're fit. We've got a good 22 that's going out there to play. So let's judge us on our performances and let's stop the excuses.
Okay, so that was round 2. That was round 2. This has come out 2 days ago in a Jake Nile article saying that only 25 players complete a total of 22 sessions each, a massive drop-off. Now, explaining why they've got issues, Brownie, but I've got no doubt that's come from internal. No, it has to. Can't get that information anywhere else. So I wonder if it's more excuses.
So you're saying the club's going against the coach?
The coach doesn't want to make excuses, but I reckon someone from the fitness team has got that information out there to try and give a reason for why Melbourne's going so poorly. But enough of that. I've just got to win a game of footy.
Now, the most important thing about this game, no doubt about it, get along and support Breast Cancer Network Australia at the Pink Lady match this weekend at the G. Another way to show your support is to grab some pink buns from any Baker's Delight. 100% goes to BCNA, which provides free support to all Australians affected by breast cancer. Now, GWS up against St Kilda in Canberra. Phil Davis returns. Stephen Coniglio has been named. Lockie Whitfield a big out.
And another one, Nez, that's got a doubt on him is Josh Kelly. Another one. Josh Kelly in doubt for this one. So they could be, without Whitfield, definitely. Coniglio saw. Josh Kelly saw. St Kilda actually match up quite well against the GWS Giants.
Are they just resting?
I don't think they are. They're concerned about those 3 players, obviously, but you think they'll be too strong.
Can the Saints make the finals? I know they've dropped off the last couple of weeks, but can they keep this run going?
I don't think they will, Brownie. No, I don't think they'll get close at all.
And Josh Kelly signing this week, massive news for GWS. Huge. Loads of clubs were chasing. We've actually got some vision of his contract negotiation earlier this week. Down there. That is the club out front of his house then.
That's actually Lloyd's house after he does a cash in.
That's after your coach down at Hayward.
No.
They just back up the truck.
Only should be for key forwards, that sort of money. I'm not sure how. Anyway.
Brisbane up against Sydney on Saturday up at the Gabba. Now, Will Hayward and Kieran Jack amongst the inclusions for the Swans.
Yeah, any side that goes to the Gabba this year, it's going to be a hard game. Sydney at the moment aren't going that well. I love Brisbane's spread of goal kickers at the moment. Along with Fremantle, the most goal kickers above 10 goals so far this year. There's 4 of them, so they spread it around. They don't rely on anyone to kick their goals. So I think Brisbane win this game comfortably against Sydney.
I reckon they'll be too quick for Sydney. They had 5 wins, Fev, last year, and they're already at 4 after 6 rounds. It's been a brilliant effort.
They ruled out Buddy Tuesday, little slight hammy. If they lose this, do they just rest him for a long time and just get his body right? Because he's got a few years to go.
Yeah, paying him too much to put him out. I think he comes back when he's ready, but he loves to play, and that's what he'll be doing.
All right, more of the round 7 preview still to come. Fev and Lloydie will battle it out in a handball challenge with a difference. Plus, a couple of Geelong youngsters take over commentating duties. You're with The Footy Show. As we look ahead to the Dogs up against the Tigers, a couple of massive outs for Richmond. No Asprey and no Revolt.
Yeah, it becomes a danger game with those outs, Nez. But the last 2 weeks, Richmond have conceded 42 points versus Melbourne and 67 v the Swans. So their back line is back to its best. And the Dogs... Grimes is a rip. He's as good as Rance the way he's playing at the moment. And just on the Dogs, they can't score. So they've averaged 8 goals over the last 3 weeks, Brad.
They had one breakout game against Hawthorn where they kicked 9 goals in 1 quarter. So I don't think they can kick enough goals to beat Richmond. And probably best player on the ground for the Nathan Brown medal will be Dustin Martin.
The coasters go up against each other. West Coast up against Gold Coast. I'm going to try and save you here. Jack Redden comes back for the Eagles over in Perth on Saturday night.
They'd be starting to get a little bit nervous over at West Coast right now. They've lost their last 2 by 58 and 42 against 2 sides that will play finals, and they lost to Collingwood. So now they've lost to 3 sides. They didn't lose to Collingwood. They've lost to 2 sides who are going to be above them. So they've got some real issues, and they've got 11 clubs ahead of them on percentage. So their percentage is 88.2 at the moment. That's going to be costly at the end of the year if they don't win these games. And I think it's the time where we find out how good Gold Coast are. Are they any good? Because I think West Coast, if they're serious, they do a number on them.
They should smash them, Fev. How many times did your coaches say, bring your mouth guards this week? Because Adam Simpson...
Every week.
Every week.
Seriously.
Exactly what Adam Simpson said this week, Lee, mate.
Right,
so bring your mouth guards.
Okay.
Absolutely huge game for these 2 clubs on Sunday. Carlton up against North Melbourne. Massive pressure on Brad Scott. You've got 4 huge outs for the Blues. Simpson, Mitch McGovern, Nick Newman and Matthew Cruz are all out injured. For North Melbourne, they've made a big call. They've dropped Aaron Hall, the former Gold Coast Sun. Shawnee Higgins comes back.
Yeah, both teams are 1 and 5. Yet one, everyone's loving in Carlton what they're doing or improving, and North, everyone's saying, where are they going as a footy club? And I thought I'd take a look at the under-24s at both clubs and who could be a potential All-Australian. And that's how I see it. And they may possibly win North this week because of the outs of Carlton, but long-term, Carlton in a far better position. Davies Uniacke, I'm a big rat for him. He hasn't established himself yet at AFL level, but that's damning, in my opinion, for where the 2 clubs are at.
We've spoken about the country game tonight. The Cats up against the Bombers. What happens in this one?
Yeah, this is the game of the round for me. Apart from Friday night, they're both really good games, but this one, we're going to find out a lot about Essendon. I thought we found out a lot about Essendon last week, Lordo. They went up in people's estimations, and now they have a big value. Against the Cats, if they can beat the Cats, we have to start talk about them in premiership calculations, I think, because that's how good they're going. The width of the MCG is so good for the Bombers because the Cats defend a skinny ground down in Geelong.
And you're impressed with the 2 Garys also, Brown?
I am. The Geelong forward line, have a look at that. I just think their forward structure at the moment is more dangerous than any other because they've got players that do different things. They've got each a unique set of skills. Adler comes up, you've got Gary Rowan who bursts out of the middle, you've got Tommy Hawkins, then you've got the 3 smaller players in Myers, Atkins and Dalhouse. This is a really well-balanced forward line, and just about as far as to say, it is the best forward line in the comp at the moment.
Should Gary Ablett go around again?
Yeah, without a doubt. No doubt he will. But I just want to look at the Bombers. I think they can beat Geelong this week, Essendon. I think their leg speed could be too much again. And this is... they were 2 and 6 when they last met in round 9 last year. And this is what the Bombers do. They don't allow Geelong's backline to settle. Tom Stewart, Blixarves, Harry Taylor, they all love to get back behind the ball. The Bombers charge at you. That's Tip and Moody on the 50. So they charge at you. They don't allow Geelong's men to settle and watch the man that bobs up with the footy. So they use the width of the ground extremely well. And game over at quarter time last time they met. And I reckon the Bombers can do it to Geelong again.
The final game of the round, the Crows up against the Dockers. 2 big inclusions for Adelaide, Josh Jenkins and Bryce Gibbs.
Yeah, they are, and they're just starting to get back some good footy, Adelaide. Their defensive part of their game has been pretty sound all year. They just haven't been able to score, and they've started to find that the last couple of weeks. It was great to see Tex Walker have a breakout game last week, but Fremantle going over there, then they're not going to be scared of Adelaide. This is going to be a very, very close game. I'm just going to go with Adelaide only because of the home ground advantage, but it is going to be a very close game.
Yeah, it will be. Freo are playing better footy, but it's just hard to tip against Adelaide at home. But
Not happy.
No, not happy with that analysis?
Not happy with that analysis.
Right, well, you can hear plenty more pearls of wisdom. I don't know if you'll get the kind of quality breaking news we got from Brownie earlier on, but you'll get plenty.
It's a big out.
It's a massive out. You get plenty from Lloydie and Brownie on the Sunday Footy Show at 10 a.m.
All right, the battle between Lloydie and Fev continues after the break. Who will win this challenge? That's up next on the Footy Show.
Welcome back to the Footy Show, and we've wanted for a while to find... What are you laughing at? A little bit early, was it?
Yeah, a little bit early. That's
laughing over there. Anyway, welcome back. We wanted to find out about the biggest ego to these two. So we've had a little bit of a battle over the last couple of weeks. We did a bit of two-up last week where Fev went 1-0, but we've gone old school tonight. So we've brought back Lou's handball over here.
Something we're both good at.
And from the world of sports days, we're going to do a little bit of wood chopping. Have a look at the wood chopping over the back there. And we've got a couple of very, very special guests because you two boys are going to be teaming up with Fev. You are with the Australian Still Timber Sports Under-25 champion, Josh Bakes. Old Bakesy. Bakesy's over there.
Australian champion.
And Lordo.
Go, Bakesy.
Fev's with the Australian champion. You are with the world champion. The world champion from Still Timber Sports, Lawrence O'Toole. And I mentioned the world of sports. We've got some vision here of some old days in the world of sports. And Lawrence, can you talk us through this, mate?
Yeah, this looks like my dad and my uncle back in the day on the world of sport. So Dad was a superstar and really, really, really great teacher of mine and great axeman.
How do you cut your foot off?
And the old man wins there, does it pretty comfortably.
Yep.
And then we've also got some vision of you, and you're going to Sweden later on in the year, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it. I've got the Still Timber Sports Champions Trophy final in Sweden on the 25th. So training up for that really hard and hopefully get over there and represent Australia.
He's a big rooster too, isn't he? Have a look at him.
When was the first time you had an axe in your hand?
Mate, I had an axe when I couldn't crawl, so two years old, and got a bigger axe, as I got older.
So do we all.
Yeah, you did
nice. The rules are very simple, boys. Fev and Lordo, you're pitted against each other, but while they're chopping, you get to be able to handball. So for as long as they're chopping, you get to have a shot at the handball. As soon as they're finished, we'll count up your score, and that will be the winner. Do you understand?
Well, we do.
Do you understand? Okay, okay. Well, let's get into it because we've got the legendary voice of Jack O'Toole to count us in.
Axeman, ready.
Go,
Go.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Go, Lordo.
7.
Score? What did he get? 100. You scored 100.
This is going to bring back scars for Fev.
Mate, I've never handballed in my life.
Now, Fev, you're up against Lawrence. Now, this is the world champion.
Don't go too fast,
chopper
bro.
over
I was
there.
going to go slow. Take your
have
time.
a look at the strapping man over there, Fev. Now, once again, let's get Jack O'Toole to count us in.
Axeman, ready. Go. 1, 2.
You're representing the Sunday Footy Show here, man. You've gone down 2-0 to Fev, but thank you very much to the boys over there. And and still World Championships. Good luck, boys. Thanks very much for joining us on the Footy Show tonight.
Thanks a lot.
And Lord, I'm disappointed in you. Back to you, Dan.
Well, while Fev recovers, he's a little unfit at the moment. After the break, a couple of cats cried. He's threatening to throw footies at me. Ryan and Marco Connor review the footy from the weekend. And this time, they get to talk over it.
Good afternoon, we're here at Jim O'Shea Stadium on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I'm Graham Myers and I'm here with special commentary Irish recruit Mark O'Connor.
Thanks for having me, Graham. Let's see how we go. Oh, Myers gets on the end of the ground ball. Oh, tricks one. Brian Myers, the feet of Eddie Betts, the hair of a young Luke Dalhouse.
Spits out, Tom Stewart. Oh, probably not the right bloke to have a head clash with, hey?
Tom Stewart actually has a metal plate in his head, so I feel bad for Liam Ryan there.
Probably should have tackled.
Yeah, true.
Patrick Talley, there's one place he won't want to be is chasing him, but you have found a way to catch him. That's clearly holding the ball there.
Got a bit lucky then.
They balled it up.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
You don't know the rules, mate, from Ireland.
Yeah, that's true. Simon Menegola with the kick. Brian Myers out of nowhere. The little man.
You sure that wasn't Jonathan Brown? Oh. Forgot to say anything. I was admiring it.
Kind of forgot to do commentary while they were watching Paddy Dangerfield there.
Just
gasping in the commentary box. But good work from the young fellas there.
Now, these days media gets some incredible coverage of the players, especially after games. Check out here, this is, Lockie Murphy in the locker room. Didn't even get a chance to put his clothes on before getting interviewed, and Eddie Betts, he's creeping around, loving it.
He gets in here
He was actually asking what that tattoo was, and it's actually an autograph of Stephen Adams, the OKC basketballer, on his leg.
Random.
Creepy as.
New Zealander. I've gone back in the archives and I've found Gary Ablett Sr. having an ice bath, which I was shocked in the first place. Not sure what he hasn't even got his legs in, so I'm not sure what he's icing.
Maybe Nathan Brown has the details of that one.
The weird thing about that interview is Gary Ablett was at home. They came into his house.
Now, the one that takes the cake, he's a great man, Stephen Kernahan. He's a Team of the Century captain down at Carlton, and he just thought he'd do an autograph in the nuds.
And look at the shadow on the paper.
There's not much more you can say about that. A dick can tell a picture can tell 1,000 words.
The caption says, never too proud to sign.
He's nude. He's got a towel. He's got a towel. He's got a towel there. Let's be very clear about that. He's got a towel there. He said there is a towel. There's a towel there. Okay, let's move it on very quickly.
Limo was the kid.
Isaac Smith down at Hawthorn. I love him. He's a legend. But I think he might need to do a bit more homework before his next press conference.
Be back-to-back for the first time. How important is it, I guess, to start to find that consistency?
Is it first? Yeah, I don't know.
Isaac yesterday, the Tassie Premier, said they explored their options in 2021.
I didn't know he said that.
Any chance for Sean Burgoyne this week?
I have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea.
Wonderful press conference from Izzy there. Played.
All right, next week, Carlton's Daisy Thomas and Collingwood's Jaden Stevenson will be joining us live in the studio. Damien Hardwick will take the hot seat to copper grilling from our coaches correspondent Angus, plus Shane Crawford catches up with his BFF, Ryan Reynolds.
We've got Nathan Buckley, who's the coach of the team.
Whoa!
And Mark Chan.
What is that? That is a meat tower.
Have a look at that.
That guy.
Look at
him
those
go.
muscles. He must work out.
Look how much chest he has. He actually needs 4 more nipples just to cover the real estate that he's got. That's incredible. I would hate to have that man chase me.
Plenty to look forward to for next week, but that's our show for tonight. Please thank